Adofo ya sense we share biom inti Abrongye aba fire the NDC government over new tax or omo person famra this new tax no sorry ene betua in sorry aye kono ene betua asa new tax we na hint ni na di kan start fi Ghana Parliament somewhere last week Wednesday mu ho and I tell you information when in our bonti and mo chichi mu say very soon on person mu introduce some system be na uti brofo kese no mu kanina ne tintin ni titia ni na say omo ba beji tax na say na nkomo no koye e wo parliament yinti nkomo famra.
Mr. Speaker, the PNDC law 221 1989, the religious bodies registration law, required churches and religious groups to register with the state. It was controversial but set the foundation for regulating religious institutions. The Religious Bodies Registration Law 1989, PNDC Law 221, was intended to regulate the establishment of churches and religious bodies in Ghana. The key provisions of the law were as follows. No person could establish a religious body without provisional approval from the Religious Affairs Committee. Provisional approval lasted up to 3 months and could be renewed subject to conditions. Religious bodies had to register with the Ministry of Interior and to be recognized. This caused controversy with many churches opposing the law, arguing that it infringed on freedom of religion and gave the government excessive control over religious practice. Mr. Speaker, today churches are registered as companies limited by guarantee with the Registrar General Department, and this gives them legal recognition, the ability to own property and protection under Ghanaian law. However, the Registrar General Department does not publish a single definite number for all churches registered. Regional data and surveys show that thousands of churches are in the country, including about 2,200 churches registered in Greater Accra alone as of 2025, with 98.1% being single-owner operations and the rest affiliated to larger brands of churches. Extrapolating this one nationwide, it certainly states that several thousands of churches are in the country but not officially consolidated. Mr. Speaker, instead of registration count, the Ghana Statistical Service monitors and tracks religious affiliations of the population. The 2021 population and housing census indicate that there are about 71.2% of Ghanaians who identify themselves as Christians, and this spread across Catholic, Protestants, Pentecostal or charismatic churches, and other Christian denominations, confirming the extent of church presence. That's about 31.6% are Pentecostal or charismatic, 18.4% are Protestants, 10% of the population are Catholics, and 11.2% belonging to the other Christian denominations. Mr. Speaker, to ensure the provision of accurate data on churches in the near future, the ministry will establish the following. 1. A formal collaboration with the Registrar General Department and the Office of the Attorney General and the Ministry of Justice to create a data sharing agreement with the Registrar General Department for assessing records of churches registered as companies limited by guarantee. Within the local governance structure, the metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies will maintain local registers of churches operating within their jurisdictional areas. And finally, we will consider the development of a digital registry system that will serve as a centralized platform for churches to update their operational status. This system will be linked to the Registrar General Department system for verification.
In terms of what's out in common year, there's so much that they will be introducing tax. This tax will go for the churches. That's sorry, Ghana Hano ometuatua taxes na no na Abrongye aba abonten aba be fire chiremu senti omuntumi nsan LGBT bill ni na waba be chichim na nsem Abrongye ka no hu enye easy arofo without much lemon person make kasa waste more time yengongo hwe video ni yentie nkomo no na mami hu so opinion e wo comment ni mu
register churches na Greater Accra nkoa no omatima identify over 2,000 churches nti oman Ghana nyina omba be frasi register churches nyina aban no sanse san sorry we nyina oma register e wo register general of company nyedi kan asori bia e register na yia e wo kwanomfa so yom registration ye beka ho asem na on the floor of parliament no or the tuja say and sorry do na tutro single owner operations sana or title nasem the single owner operations opasa tiasie yia or patre one man churches nti o can't say or can a single owner operation no say be ya roja no mo monte brofo no or mathemati or dia biri o mani so ene sofuna na no kwasi do ka say MPP nka o manu ntum koku asem no o mo monte brofo no te say roja ne sa atofo no o say single owner operations no me kire o mu yie mo wate ase say or patre one man churches no they are making money. Abani President John Dramani Mahama bank say one man churches omu making money and yeah one man churches and all the honorable Ahmed Ibrahim Kasano or see all the traditional churches they are making money and they are buying be free register omu nyina sanse what register general nkwa dia as I say utua to as I say utua die babaji asori bia wo Ghana ha bia ban babaji o mo tax you see wabona no wabono enya company bia ye be register or register general department and a profit making organization and our company unima no wabisa no matchero as a minister no my educate you on company law. Yes, the laws of the land guarantee say ebia sorry and conco register no money certificate I just say register or my number acquired no material the necessary payment at the amount registered general buying her. But company no wakwa register to say bia wakwa register Presbyterian Church of Ghana I am Masoria a non-profit organization actually say and your company would you baba ye juma apesika and your company would you baba ye juma ye apesika na mom a company would you baba boatima mufo company would you baba change social life yetia sorry say yetia sorry at this social life a man for abrabo yede asesa yede kanya mesem asono ne je entoboan kakra say enei wo masisi asore dan bebre wo masisi schools adan bebre to throw the traditional churches ya yenim e wo krom ha Church of Christ, Pentecost, Methodist, Presby, CAC, Apostolic Church, Presbyterian, Roman Catholic, SDA. Over individual churches in this one, and there are Tony single owner operations. Not just almost making money. Until young quadru almost 20 years. Almost was schools at the bois. But the purpose you look at, you can only tax. Sir, in sorry way, based on one registration document. You can only tax them based on the registration document. So, one registration document say a business registration company there. Fine, you can tax them. But why are you register? Sorry. Ni ayeni say a non-profit making organization. No, on what basis now kwa tax no? And some be what we say NDC. Asofufuo ne binuma ka ne kakra mu bedie ne mu yafunu mu didi eniema MPP ya ma oman no na mo mpe emra mo ho no onyankopon hata soro de no onwu ye no ohwe mo because onim se mu binum mo afanyame adwuma anya onesoma mo asisi aka no kora ne kira mo mu binum afanyame adwuma enye eja no hata soro na afremu na ade a mudi a kire ye hu dede no onyankopon duru mra esese otwemaso yetia masofu timika se LGBT no obeye demonstration and this ba ano akodi appointment ene ubisa no wasem so onkai ene aban so on sign na be no wayi nani no ubisa na onkai because odidi ni akwaso nyina no kire se onyame a yefre no nyame no nyame wo ho e de se ne ono te ho a obekeka wo keka kwase asem se nyame ni ho nyame de wo ho de se obekeka kwase asem na bekeka se nyame ni ho ba nyame wo ho ni akwaso nyina na President Mahama buying through the local government minister they are called parliament. I will identify all churches. No, my bed you are motuono. A tofu binum subano mudana dienu. And once so train and yame person chase meme woho. Metram semen some woho. Na dia mudia chireno. A year who did di won't throw can some. Achira ma sorry ma di good Dr. Mahmoud ba omiani mase no onyankopon say o boma mane so ochira mu say tumi nyina kokowie a e ba ba wie ono awurade na on ekita tumi no tumi nyina hia onyankopon nyina ne control ni nyina nti mu amodi nkontompo sam edidi akire na President Mahama onyankopon wosoro ohwemo manam amuto nyi
asori tax no mu ya Adriana yesho video ni sei efamra itarofo so tie nkommo na ase ne ekọ na this according to Abrongye ne nsem odi ababetu dwa na ose ochira NDC for no this is their next plan on beso munteki. Do you agree said the NDC should take tax from the pastors, I mean from churches? Personally, me who we say a tax from the churches. It is rather tax from the church members because also for no fast easy country. Church members now no besan kwa kujiskan. But I think say out of war and sorry nanke bi musu be company anke bebuao. Asem we ko you will get some defenders of some pastors if you remember be do atem. But low key, this is the bitter truth. In sorry busu Uganda hana a company anka revenue betu generating and here is bad for the meantime mami famusia for the meantime na mami whose opinion or comment mo yet more updates yet more just airing eba wakwe